to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the center position. And for Dallas, Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Max Christie is out there with Flagg, and it's Marshall in at the 3. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Pass to Washington. Here's Flagg. Shot clock at 6. Here's Washington. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, athletic, long, P.J. Washington on the interior. Yeah, that's a pretty good bet.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Queta. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Outside Christie. Here's Flagg, defended by Pritchard. And here's Marshall. Outside Christie. Back to Marshall. Inside. Here's Flagg. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the pick. From outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And he drops it in from the low post.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Outside Pritchard. Gafford grabs the miss.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Fade away. Christie's shot is off. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Now here's Hauser. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Washington. Blocked! Tries again. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Most dangerous on the interior. That is Daniel Gafford right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
And that one, good.
Yeah, the clock is dwindling, but Jaylen Brown says, don't worry, team, I got this.
And Washington powers it through.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Now, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Boucher's checked in for Boston.
Number 99, Chris Boucher.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Flag. Outside Christie. Here's Flag. Fires, top of the key. Washington, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Flag. Just 5 on the clock. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Boston trailing. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Christie against White. Christie passes to Marshall. Back to Christie. Clock at 6. The 3 from Washington is rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Hauser right side. Here's Brown. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And by drafting Cooper Flag, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now. And obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Celtics, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first.
You know, for the Celtics, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Now here's Marshall. Still no points. Pass to Washington. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Shot on the wing. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Pritchard. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. White looking it over. This one to 3. Offensive rebound. Gafford against Boucher. And there's the screen. Pass to Brown. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Marshall passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
P.J. Washington is unafraid to mix it up on the interior. And that dunk, that was emphatic.
Outside Pritchard. Outside Brown. Late clock, the Celtics gotta hurry here. They get it back. Here's White. Gafford with the block.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Good on both. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And here's Pritchard. Boucher a screen on Christie. White for 3. White missing again. The Mavericks have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Pass to Flag. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Flag's got 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Celtics trail by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid back guy. I kind of see things out first and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys?
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. in for Washington, and it's Nimhart in for Marshall. Boston also changing it up. Walsh comes in for Hauser, and Simon is subbed in for White. Brown looking around. Three on the clock. To win the run. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Nimhart with it. Thompson outside. Fires the 3, and he buries his first look.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Now Brown. He's got 10. Here he goes. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Celtics trail by 11. Here's Brown. 11 points in the game. Over flag. Brown can't hit.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Pass to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's flag. Last game he had 34 points. To the paint. Tipped. Brown with it. He's picked up by Christie. And the jam by Brown.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's flag. Pass to Christie. The 3 from Thompson. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Here's Walsh. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Nimhart, the pass to Thompson. Here's flag. Defended by Brown. Pass to Christie. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Boston with a rebound. Now here's Boucher. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Brown. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Flag with a rebound. Dallas leading by 7. Here's Thompson. And the layup is good. Thompson's got 8.
Boy, showing off his versatility. Klay Thompson attacking the interior of this defense.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Simons against Christie. Now here's Simons. Tight defense on him. No good on the shot. The three from Thompson drains the triple. And now a 12-point Maverick lead. And so it's Dallas now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from to the Mavericks.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Caleb Martin out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Nembhard in at the one. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
That free throw, no good. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, B.A., because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a three-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Celtics trail by 15. He's guarded by Nembhard. Russell with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Boston with it after the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Simons outside. Shot clock at 5. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
Dallas leading by 15. And here's Nembhard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Williams. And here's Russell. 6 to shoot. Down low. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Celtics trail by 17. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Simons. Three-pointer. That's the 3 ball to go. Simons has got 5 now.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
On the wing, Nembhard. Pass to Thompson. From the strike. Another one falls for Dallas.
Such a terrific, efficient mid-range shooter. Thompson given space, he takes advantage.
Here's Walsh. Here's Tillman. Here's Minot, defended by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. The 4th spot held by the Mavericks.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams making substitutions here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Mavericks, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. That free throw, no good. Well, Doris, Kyrie still working his way back from the ACL tear. Some scoring for the Mavs to replace.
BA, there's no doubt about that. But when you look over the recent history, the last year specifically of this organization, what a whirlwind. You trade away a young superstar in Luka. The pieces you get back don't remain healthy, and you had some other injuries. And then you end up getting the #1 pick in the draft, the highly coveted Cooper Flag. I mean, what a whirlwind of a 12-month span.
Russell finds Nembhard. There's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Nembhard with a steal. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Washington outside. Washington, a screen on Brown. Another shot. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got 10 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Brown. He's got 13. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And Dallas making a change here. Gafford's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Keita's checked in. Free throw good. Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Nembhard. No points yet. Here's Flag. Shoots over White. And it's Flag missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's a 14-point game. Nembhard against Simons. And he gets it to go. He's got 7.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Pass to Marshall. Brown against Washington. Jacks up a 3. Keita pulls it in. Celtics trail by 12. Simons with it. He's got 7. Count that bucket. Simons has got 9 points now in the quarter.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Mavericks lead by 10. Pass to Flag. Gafford with a screen on White. Here's Flag. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's White. A 17-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. Back to Simons. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake it. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you, BA.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Brown. He's got 16. Good on the bucket. And that's now 11 points now for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Pass to Flag. Out left to the wing. The three from Washington. On target from range. Washington's got 11.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
And the Celtics in possession here. Trailing by 13. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Hauser. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Washington. 11 points in the game. Pass to Flag. Let's go with a three. Back to Washington. From behind the arc. Ada pulls it in. Celtics trail by 10. Oh, deflected. Simons left side. White with a screen on Nembhard. And here's Simons outside. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. He takes it in. And it's Flag missing.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Simons deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Kata. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. The Mavericks lead by 8. Here's Flag. 12 points for him. The three from Washington. Knocks down the long J. Washington's got 6 in the quarter.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Now here's Brown. Guarded by Marshall. Drive. Oh, wow! What a finish by Jaylen Brown.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? The Mavericks have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Pass to Flag. Over Pritchard. On the wing, Christie. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
What a pretty pass by Daniel Gafford. This guy isn't just a rim pressure guy. He can do a lot of things.
Outside White. Now here's Brown. Guarded by Marshall. Brown knifing inside. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Marshall. Dallas leading by 12. Here's Christie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White. Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Christie taking 2 shots.
First one falls. Both shots good from the strike.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Now here's Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. To the left wing. Cato. Pass to White. To the paint. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. Cato's got 6.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
Here's Brown. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Pass to Gafford. Now Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. To the inside. Launches a three. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown inside, guarded by Marshall, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Dallas leading by 12. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Christie against White. Outside Christie. Gafford with a screen on White. Pass to Flag. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gafford. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Gafford. It'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first half. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 14. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Dallas Mavericks.
They're playing with fantastic discipline. Very few forced shots. They're moving the ball, creating a ton of good looks.
Yeah, I'd call it a clinic. This is how you run an offense.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
And I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Keita in at the 5 down low. Now here's Washington. Here's Flag. Marshall outside. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Marshall's got 5 now.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Celtics trail by 17. Now White. Still without a bucket. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
3 points.
Boy, not a big shot there. Jaylen Brown saw the last triple go in, and he had to get one of his own.
Pass to Flag. Christie with a screen on Pritchard. Down low. He's got a clear path. He goes up, and White finishes off the break. Well done.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
Dallas leading by 12. Outside Christie. There's the screen. To the paint. Here's Flag. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Sam Hauser.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here's Pritchard. He's covered closely. Outside, Brown. Hauser outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. He's got 6.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Gafford with a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Washington. And here's Christie. 6 to shoot. And here's Flag outside. Boston with a rebound. Keita's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Brown. Guarded by Marshall. Left side, Brown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
see the story for Derek White.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Marshall outside. Nice ball movement by Dallas. Nails it from 3. Marshall's got 8.
Well, hey, P.J. Washington, such a selfless teammate. Very pretty pass.
Outside Pritchard. Right side Brown. Clock at 6. Brown just showing his toughness inside.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Pass to Marshall. Washington outside. Now Gafford. White with a steal. Over Washington. White can't hit.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Now Washington. And again, it's Dallas.
Well, P.J. Washington has caught his rhythm. And when he gets like this, he starts to become more and more aggressive.
Now here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. From deep, here's Cada. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Dallas leading by 12. Here's Flag. 15 points in the game. And the dunk by Gafford.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Gafford, no good on that free throw.
What you love about Daniel Gafford, he knows who he is. He's going to be a force in the painted area on both ends. He's going to take high percentage shots, and he doesn't mind the dirty work.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
And so he hits both. The Mavericks lead by 12. Here's Flag. He's got 15. And he gets the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Boucher's checked in for Cada. here's Boucher. No made baskets yet. Pass to Brown. The teardrop. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Marshall. Dallas leading by 15. Here's Flag. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. Second, the Mavericks.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
And he makes a first. And so he makes both from the line. Greg, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world. And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Wide open. And that's good for two. Flag's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Christie against Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. Excellent D there from Marshall. The Mavericks lead by 16. Washington outside. Pass to Gafford. Here's Flag, defended by Pritchard. Christie with a screen on Pritchard. And here's Flag outside. Hauser grabs the board.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Boucher on the screen. To the inside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Max Christie picks one up.
Well, at 6'9", despite the lean frame, Boucher very capable scoring on the interior. Draws the defense's hand right there.
The free throw drops for Boucher.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Nembhard, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Boston. So he gets them both.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Now here's Christie. 5 points in the game. Pass to Washington. Now here's Nembhard. The three is up. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 14. Simons outside. Boucher finds White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And here's Pritchard. Launches it. Again, the miss by Boston. Marshall on the wing, defended by Pritchard. Nembhard outside. Washington outside. Gafford the screen. Beyond the arc. No good there. 8 for 13 now. Boston has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Simons against Washington. From downtown. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks lead by 14. Washington outside. Pass to Gafford. Simons with a steal. Boucher passes to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Outside Pritchard. And here's Simons outside. Mavericks with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Really left him alone that time. Christie's got 8.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Outside Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
To the middle. And the dunk by Gafford.
Boy, if Daniel Gafford is near the rim, what a vertical threat. What a target for his teammates.
And it's Simons with the ball for Boston. Trailing by 17. Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nembhard against Pritchard. Nembhard, the pass to Gafford. Now Washington. Shot clock at 6. Pritchard against Nembhard. Shoots over Pritchard. Simons with a rebound. Celtics trail by 17. Outside White. Simons outside. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. With the floater. Christie with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Marshall passes to Washington. Nembhard against Pritchard. Nembhard outside. Unloads. The rebound, Celtics. Outside White. Pritchard against Gafford. From the arc. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got 4 rebounds in the game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Christie passes to Gafford. Shoots it from the high post. Pass to Christie. Washington against Pritchard. Here's Nembhard. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Dallas on top, leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got D'Angelo Russell, Flag is out there with Thompson, and it's Nembhard in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And here's Thompson for three. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Walsh. Pass to Boucher. Here's Tillman. He's guarded by Nembhard. And the basket by Tillman. Tillman's got his first bucket in this one.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
And for Dallas, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. On the wing, Nembhard. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Thompson. The three. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Tillman. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Good work defensively by Russell.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Nembhard outside. Inside. And there's Thompson on the assist by Nembhard. Nembhard's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, Klay Thompson is dialed in. For the defense, that's a problem.
Now here's Simons. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Tillman, and Minot subbed in for Boucher. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Thompson. Here's Flag. The three. Pure from three-point range. Flag's got 25 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Nembhard with it. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Gafford. And there's the rejection. Here's Minot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Nembhard outside. On the clock. Pass to Thompson. Puts up a three. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 8 here in this quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Stolen by Gafford. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Dallas leading by 21. Nembhard outside. Pass to Flag. Thompson outside. Now Nembhard. He's covered by Simons. Tipped! And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Thompson. Marshall comes in for Nembhard. And Christie's subbed in for Russell. Boston also changing it up. Hauser, he's checked in for Minot. Derek White comes in for Walsh. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. And it's Washington missing. Celtics trail by 21. Now Hauser. Right side White. Over Washington. Queta pass to White. Hauser outside. Here's Queta. He's guarded by Gafford. And here's Brown for three. And the Celtics another three.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Here's Flag. Gafford the screen to the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 20. So it's Boston now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, B.A., so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, B.A.
He drops it first.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Flag. To the wing, right side. To the paint. Here's Washington. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
First team foul. At the line for one, P.J. Washington.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
Outside Pritchard, down low. Kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Queta, pass to Brown. Misses the 3. The Mavericks lead by 21. Here's Marshall. Yep, that one goes.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Now here's Brown. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Second team foul. Jaylen Brown, one shot.
free throw, no good for Brown. Dallas has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Washington outside. Shoots. And again, it's Dallas.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Brown. Back to Pritchard. Outside White. Over Gafford. Offensive rebound. Outside Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Pass to White. Outside Brown. And another shot. The kick out to White. Over Christie. White can't hit.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Flag, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Gafford. Back to Washington. Gafford with a screen on Pritchard. Now Marshall. The 3-ball. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brown. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Sam Hauser.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. It's a bruised shoulder, and while uncomfortable, they'll be glad it's not a more serious injury. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries. He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws. The Celtics have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Nembhard against Pritchard. Right side Brown. Over Flag. Brown, no good.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
And here's Nembhard. Pass to Thompson. 4-3. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Pritchard. Back to White. Here's Keita, guarded by Russell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard from outside. That one no good.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Pass to Russell. We've got 1:48 left in the final quarter. And there's a pick. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Inside to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Cooper Flagg.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Jaylen Brown, 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. The Mavericks making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Good on the second one. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. Down low. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for Dallas, Musa Cisse, taking 2 shots.
That free throw misses. No good on the second free throw. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Brown. Now Hauser. Now here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Nembhard. 6 to shoot. They set the screen to the paint. It's tipped. Queta. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Nembhard with it. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Cooper Flagg.